Thanks, Andy. When Andy invited me on behalf of Sealink to participate in this, it was not a difficult decision, one of my easiest working decisions, for two reasons. One, I've got all of you in front of me at the same time, which is great, but secondly, I live 2 minutes down the road, so I want on both counts there. Let me tell you a little bit about the Sealink Travel Group, which I'm sure most of you know these sort of things, but I'll explain the reason for that in a minute. Most of you know in 2011 we bought Captain Cook Cruises and Sun Ferries in Queensland as well. In total now we have over 600 employees throughout Australia. Our annual sales budget is just approaching $100 million. We own 23 ferries or cruise vessels and 35 vehicles along the lines of the coaches that you've been using over the last couple of days. It means we are a big tourism operator. The point in all of that is that you guys collectively, as VICs in South Australia, are a really, really important client to us in terms of our global position. You're not big from a South Australian perspective, you're huge from a South Australian perspective, but from a global perspective, you guys are one of our biggest clients. So really today, through each individual VIC, what it also does is you guys are a great referral point to us. You know, those visitors who come into the centre and are interested in further travel within South Australia, you guys are really good in getting them associated with our products, primarily Kangaroo Island, but some of our other products as well. You all should be on our email distribution and our brochure distribution. I've probably been in person to half the VICs, but I've got a commitment to get to as many as I can by the 31st of December. What I'd really like to do, and we do this already with quite a few, is sit down with you and look at support you in helping you grow your business. There is self-interest in that obviously, but if you're generating more sales on our Sealink products, it benefits you as a VIC as well as it benefits us. So local business management, local business development activities are something when I come out, it will be very high on the agenda to talk to you. And that's worked really successfully with some of the VICs that I've been working with locally, which is good. A brochure that some of you may have already got, it should have been distributed now to you, is our new brochure, which is really a South Australian brochure in its own right. This has a wide range of products in it, and it really endorses fully the Sell SA concept that the SATC have been promoting. We have 12 fully inclusive tours all over South Australia. We have a whole range of individual products in there. This really covers South Australia enormously. So if there's one brochure you should carry either as the ability to use as a booking mechanism or for general information, this is really a very good one. So I'd ask you, if when you get back to your VICs, if you don't have these brochures, maybe flick me an email and I'll make sure you should be on the distribution and you should have them. But this really is a very important initiative for us this year, and it's something that I think will be extremely valuable to you in helping you do your job better and supporting the Sell SA concept. I'd just like to take my Sealink hat off, if I may, and put my personal hat on. I've worked in the travel industry for 40 years in South Australia. I know I don't look it. I was a child when I entered the industry. I've worked really in many, many different areas of the industry, and I've been fortunate to take responsibility on behalf of Sealink in looking after the VICs for the past 6 months. I'd have to say working with you guys has been the singularly probably best working experience of my working life. You as managers and professionals are extremely dedicated, committed and knowledgeable in what you do. But working with your volunteers is just priceless. You know the value of these people better than I do. They are, I mean that in a nice way actually. Your volunteers, and you don't need me to tell you this, these guys are motivated by their passion for their area and where they live and the countryside around them. And it's an absolute delight to deal with them. So please take that back with you. You know that, and they probably know that, but it's always nice if somebody else tells you as well. So it's been a real pleasure, as I say. Now, in a short period of time, the 12 months will pass very quickly. Where's Gail Smith? Gail, where are you? Oh, she's not here. Okay. You're going to Kangaroo Island next year, and I'll be working very closely with Gail to host you on the island. So it will seem like a matter of weeks before I'll be standing in front of you again, thanking you for your support. Enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you again for your ongoing support for Sealink.